A nice session, about 1 hour of meditation. So it's really going to be, the first part of it is going to be 5 senses. We're going to tap into the 5 senses lying down in Shavasana. And then we're going to carry out some diaphragm breathing. And then a seated body scan meditation. And then we're going to end with, if we have time, single nostril breathing. So if you have a mat, or if you're lying down nice and comfortably, with the legs extended out. And now for myself, I've got yoga bolsters and they're quite handy for the backs of the legs. So this here for me is quite comfortable. So we meet in Shavasana, lying on our back, legs extended out. And just cup the hands, the lower part of the stomach, the soft belly. And just keep the eyes open just for a moment. And just notice your breathing. So welcome to the practice. At any time throughout this session, if the mind is wandering, just come back to the attention of my voice each time if this happens. Even if you have to do it 20 times in the practice, just keep coming back to the attention of my voice. So just allow yourselves to get settled. And notice your breathing. Notice where you are with your breathing right now. So the breathing is like a lubricant that goes through the body. Is the breathing jerky, soft, fluid-like? Just notice. Eyes are still open. And the hands are cupped at the lower part of the stomach, soft belly. And as you inhale, notice how the soft belly rises. And as you exhale, soft belly lowers. Just notice. So you will hear my breathing throughout the practice, and it's really for the purpose of the teaching. So it will be a bit louder than usual. So as I inhale and exhale through my nose, mouth closed, if you can do the same, great. Please listen to your body. If there's any pain or strain or anything where you're uncomfortable, stop. Just come out of the practice at any time and come back to the practice when you feel comfortable to do so. And before you close your eyes, just notice anything that you can see right now. So it could be a ceiling, lights, curtains. Just take a mental note of what you can see. And slowly begin to close your eyes. And you'll hear my breathing. As I inhale, soft belly rises. Exhale, soft belly lowers. Eyes are now closed. Our sense of sight. Taking a mental note of anything that you could see before you close your eyes. And notice how your body lies on the floor or the mat. Notice the general lightness or heaviness of the body. Our sense of touch. So tapping into the 5 senses of the body is a very simple but powerful technique, and it works very well if you experience anxiety or stress. And you can do this at any time throughout the day each week. And no one has to know that you're actually doing it. So it's tapping into the 5 senses. Our sense of sight, hearing, taste, smell, touch. Notice how your body lies on the mat. Your legs, your bum, shoulder blades, backs of the arms, just notice. Notice any resistance in the mind right now and just notice it without having to do anything with it. Will it be resistance, frustration, whatever it is, just notice. So as you inhale, soft belly rises. And as you exhale, soft belly lowers. And notice anything that you can taste right now. Perhaps lick your lips, swallow, or sense of taste. So the body responds very well to this, getting still and quiet. The nervous system responds very well to this. As you're slowing down the mind and body with your breathing. So this takes effort, practice, and consistency, but it is worth it if you keep it up. Moving on to our sense of hearing. Notice anything that you can hear right now, apart from my voice. Any other subtle sounds in the background, in your own unique space. It could be a buzzing noise, traffic outside, anything at all, just notice. Our sense of hearing. Breathing in, soft belly rises. And breathing out, soft belly lowers. And just notice anything that you can smell right now. If you can, mouth closed. Inhale and exhale through the nose only, if you can. So we breathe in and out through your nose, most or all the time. But if you resort to opening your mouth to get more air, it is usually an indicator that you stepped into stressing or pushing the body. So this is very natural if we're exercising, high intensity activity, that's completely fine. But what tends to happen is throughout the day, whether it be work, challenges, whatever it is, we tend to breathe through the chest. So it sounds a bit like this. So we want to come away from the chest breathing and come lower down at the part of the stomach area. So don't worry if you breathe through the chest tonight, we're just bringing your awareness to this. So just notice where you are with your breathing. Without judgment or criticism, just notice. If your mind is wandering, come right back to the attention of my voice. It doesn't matter how many times you have to do that, just come back. So you're training your mind and body. Plus, by just becoming aware of your breathing tends to slow it down. So just notice your inhale and exhale. Try not to manipulate the inhale or exhale, just notice. Especially at the beginning of the practice, such as this here, the mind wanders. Now it could wander off into like a to-do list, something you haven't done today, or something you have to do next week, whatever it is, just come back to the attention of my voice. Eyes closed, hands cupped at the lower part of the stomach, soft belly. As you inhale, notice how the soft belly rises. And as you exhale, soft belly lowers. And if you can, folks, what we do in a yoga practice is like a set intention, and we call it personal sankalpa. So it could be a goal or an aim. So this is a good opportunity to come to that part now. So it could be your own sort of mantra. It could be something like, I'm open and receptive to being well right now. So I'm using that as an example. So I could have a sore head or a sore stomach. However, I'm open and receptive to getting onto the mat into this session tonight with the sore head or the sore stomach. And say it as if it's happening in the present tense, something that's unique and personal to you, a goal, an aim, whatever that is. And if you can, repeat your own personal sankalpa internally to yourselves at least 5 times. If you can do that now, go ahead. Okay, just stand exactly where you're at now. Hopefully you completed your personal sankalpa, repeating that at least 5 times. So we're applying thought with action. Breathing in, soft belly rises. Breathing out, soft belly lowers. So there's no rush in this practice. So this is your own unique practice, personal to you. And just notice how no one else is asking anything else of you right now, apart from following my instruction. That's all you have to do tonight. So there's something quite nice about that, especially if you run a family, have kids, whatever it is, busy job. This is your own unique practice tonight. So well done for getting here. Whenever you're ready, what we're going to do is bring our awareness to our breathing. What we call in yoga is ujjayi breathing. So it's like a victorious breath. So we breathe in and out through the nose, mouth closed. But getting the technique, first of all, I'm going to demonstrate as I inhale through my nose. I'm going to open the mouth, exhale through the back of the throat, making the ha sound. So it's going to sound a bit like this here. So that induces a nice calming effect at the back of the neck, and it works very well for the likes of anxiety and depression. And then in time, you close the mouth and still keep the same shape at the back of the throat used to make the ha sound. So again, just as I demonstrate basic as an example here. So as I inhale through my nose, exhale through the back of the throat. So in time, we close the mouth. So we're going to try this just a few times if you can, and it's something you can carry out if you want to throughout the rest of the week, each day, just for a few minutes if you can. So let's inhale through the nose, exhale through the back of the throat, mouth open, making the ha sound. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the back of the throat. Keep going. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you can, mouth closed this time, only if you can. Don't worry if you're not getting this tonight, especially if it's new to you. So it's ujjayi breathing. Keeping the same shape at the back of the throat, mouth closed this time. So inhale through the nose, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Well done. Just come back to your normal breathing and just notice what that was like for you. If it was difficult, no problem. It just takes practice and consistency. So returning to your normal breathing, no longer the Ujjayi breathing. Returning to your normal breathing, mouth closed if you can. So inhale and exhale through the nose. So the idea here, folks, is to get quiet with the mind and body. So the mind is still alert. So when we go into meditation, it's not that we doze off or fall asleep. We are alert and we become observant of our thoughts without judgment or criticism, without identifying with the thoughts. We just notice them and stay in the practice. And if you find the mind wanders, just come right back to the attention of my voice. So you are the observer of your thoughts, no matter how bad the thoughts are. Just notice them without doing anything with them. And you might find in time, the thoughts begin to let go of you without you having to do the work. So you get quiet, you sit still and notice your thoughts. It's not always easy, but it's doable with practice and consistency. So the eyes are still closed, lying in Shavasana, legs extended out. Just notice where you are with your breathing. Notice how your body is lying on the mat. Lovely. Okay, so from here, we're going to roll on to our right hand side. Right hand under right ear. And the palm of the left hand onto the floor like so. So it's almost like the nice fetal position here. So knees and feet are together, hugging the knees towards the chest. So this is a bit like reset, rebound. So just visualize the palm of the left hand. There's almost like a reset button here. It can be quite a powerful technique. So just visualize what it is you would like to reset in your mind and body. It doesn't matter if it comes true or not. Just start to visualize what that looks like and what that feels like. So use your imagination here. Eyes are closed. Lovely. Whenever you're ready, press into the palm of the left hand. Make your way up into a nice seated position here. So it's entirely up to you, folks. We can meet in easy cross-legged Sukhasana. It just all depends how comfortable you are, but we want to have a nice steady posture throughout this meditation of body scan. So for me, I'm going to bring yoga bolsters. You can bring cushions, blankets, whatever it is you need. And this is nice and comfortable for me here. You can also place like a block beneath the bum to elevate the hips if you need to. So it's a bit like this here, so you come up a wee bit. So it all depends what you want to place. You can place cushions beneath the bum. Just allow yourselves to get comfortable if you can. There should be no discomfort or pain. If there is, don't sit this way. So you decide what feels comfortable for you. So the idea here is to have the spine nice and erect and it's steady. So we don't want to slouch over like this. We don't want to be leaning on something like this here. If you need to sit in a chair, that's no problem. If you have any back issues, please do that. So the idea is really to have a nice posture here. So we're not dozing off, we're going to sleep. Meditation is really a practice of being alert. So get yourselves nice and comfortable and we meet in, if you can, a seated position. So for me, I'm going to sit in Sukhasana, easy cross leg. So we're now shifting the energy in the mat, going from lying down, and we're now seated. So from a nice seated position, roll the shoulders up towards the ears and back and down. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears and back and down. And with the hands, place them on the knees like so. You can gauge your chin mudra, so the tip of the index finger and the thumb, and allow the fingers to curl in naturally. So that just allows us to have a bit of focus. So we can move into our body scan meditation. Eyes are closed. Notice how you're sitting right now, rooting into the sit bones. Notice any frustration in the mind, any agitation, any resistance. That's not a bad thing. Just keep an open mind to that stuff. So you're becoming aware of that without having to do anything with it. So it takes the pressure off us. Just notice. At any time, if you're uncomfortable, come out of the practice and then come back in again if you feel comfortable to do so. Please listen to your mind and body. So this is you guys taking accountability and responsibility for yourselves in terms of your mind and body. So we're connecting our mind and body with the breathing. So it's body scan meditation, however you want to see this or experience this. We're getting quiet. So for some folk that can be quite difficult to do. But with practice and consistency, it is doable and it's worth it in the end. So what you apply on your mat starts to leak out into everyday life. So you can't unknow what you now know in terms of this here and what you're experiencing tonight. Get into a place of stillness and relaxation. So the mind is alert in a rational, efficient, productive way, not an irrational way. So when I say an alert mind, that's what I mean. So just notice where you're at in your mind and body right now. So we're going to carry out our lovely body scan and we're going to start on the right side. So we meet at the right eye. Just notice any tension on the inhale you acknowledge. And exhale, release the tension. If you can't release the tension, no problem, just let it be. So it's an open mind. So what you're applying now in this practice, it starts to leak out into everyday life. Open mind. No self-judgment or criticism. If it's there, just notice it. We meet at the right cheekbone. Notice any tension in the inhale, acknowledge. And as you exhale, release. If you can't release, no problem, just let it be. Nice, steady posture here. We meet at the right jawline, soft right jawline. Just notice any tension and release if you can. Tongue is soft and broad. Lips are soft and touching. Creating length to either side of the neck. We meet at the right shoulder joint. Notice any tension, acknowledge. And as you exhale, release. Especially throughout the day, if our posture is hunched over, or we're sitting at a computer working, just notice that tension that comes into the shoulder joints. So now you're releasing the tension if you can. And if you can't do that tonight, no problem, just notice. And you might find the tension starts to let go of you. Breathing in and breathing out with awareness. We meet at the right arm, the right elbow joint, the whole way down to the right hand. All fingertips of the right hand. Visualize someone giving a slight pinch at the end of every fingertip, releasing pressure bit by bit. Body scan. Relax. 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 Just notice if the mind is wandering. If it does, just come back to the attention of my voice. No criticism or self-judgment, just notice. We meet at the right breastbone. The right ribcage area, just notice any tension on the inhale. Acknowledge. And as you exhale, release. If you can't release the tension tonight, no problem, let it be. So you're keeping an open mind. Just like you are the observer of your thoughts tonight. You're not doing anything with them, you are just observing your thoughts. Doesn't matter what the thoughts are, you are the observer of your thoughts. So the thoughts could sound a bit like this. I should do this, I need to do this, what if this happens, but what if that happens next week, but that happened yesterday. So those are really repetitive thoughts. They go over and over and over and over. So all you're doing tonight is noticing them without doing anything with them. So we can all experience those thoughts. This is why meditation is really good to slow things down. So we meet at the right hip joint area. Notice any tension on the inhale. Acknowledge. And as you exhale, release. Again, notice your breathing. Hopefully at this stage, breathing has slowed right down. We meet at the right thigh. The right knee joint. Releasing tension along the way throughout our lovely body scan. Using our breathing as a guide. So as you inhale, notice tension, acknowledge. And as you exhale, release. The right calf muscle. The right ankle joint. and relax. 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 We meet at the right foot. All toes of the right foot. Visualize someone giving a slight pinch at the end of every toe, releasing pressure, bit by bit. Body scan. So we start on the right, we finish on the left. So that creates balance in the body, the right and left side. So balance on your mat, balance off your mat. So this stuff starts to leak out into everyday life. So don't worry if you're not getting this tonight, just keep your mind open. And sometimes something will click and it'll start to make sense. Don't worry if you're not getting this tonight, it takes time. We now meet at the left side of the body. The left eye. Notice any tension on the left eye, around that area. You acknowledge on the inhale. And as you exhale, you release the tension. If you can't release the tension tonight, no problem, just let it be. So you're going easy on yourselves. No pressure. We meet at the left cheekbone. And folks, also, just so you know, you can shift about if you need to in your seated position. If you want to bring the legs out, extend it if you need to, please do that. Because this is a while where we're just sitting in the same place. Just do what works for you. And we meet at the left jawline, soft left jawline. Just notice any tension on the inhale. And as you exhale, release. If you can. Bringing your awareness to the left side of the neck. So create that nice awareness. Length the either side of the neck. We're now at the left side of the neck. The whole way down to the left shoulder joint. Notice any tension on the inhale. And release on the exhale if you can. We meet at the left arm, the whole way down, the left elbow joint, right down to the left hand. All fingertips of the left hand. Visualize someone give a slight pinch at the end of every fingertip, releasing pressure, bit by bit. Body scan meditation. So just notice anything in terms of your mind and body. For some folk, you might get a bit emotional at times. That's okay. Just notice that and come away from the practice if you need to and come back into it if you feel comfortable to do so. Please listen to what is comfortable and safe for you. So sometimes the body gets the opportunity to discharge of emotions. Could be a bit of upset, whatever it is. Just notice if that's happening and stop any time if you need to. So we meet at the left breastbone. The left rib cage area. Notice any tension on the inhale. Acknowledge. And as you exhale, release if you can. We meet at the left hip joint. The left thigh. The left knee joint. The whole way down to the left calf muscle. Notice any tension on the inhale. And exhale, release if you can. No problem if you can't, just notice tonight. No pressure. Well done, stay with me. We meet at the left foot. All toes of the left foot. Visualize someone giving a slight pinch at the end of every toe, releasing pressure bit by bit. And relax. 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 Body scan meditation is now complete. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes. Bring the hands together at the heart center and just warm up the hands like this here. Place the hands over the eyes like so and pause. So the thing with this practice is pause. So we started the practice tonight lying down. So we stopped in order to start. Slowing things right down. Tapping into the five senses of the body. Moving into our body scan meditation. And now we're going to create some diaphragm breathing, just bringing our awareness to how we are breathing in this seated position. Keep the hands over the eyes, folks, just for a moment. So this is a sense of touch, so bringing the hands close to the body like so. So the body responds very well to this. So it's like self-care and nurturing at its very best. And pause. Notice your breathing. Lovely. Remove the hands from the eyes open. From here, stand exactly where you're at. Shift about if you need to get more comfortable. Maybe bring the feet out like this. Rotate them if you need to, especially if you've been sitting for quite a while there. And just get comfortable. Just do whatever's comfortable for you. So from here, if you can, in this nice seated position, bring the palm with the left hand and place it on top of the chest like so. And then with the right hand, we're going to place it in the middle part. So it's just the lower part of the rib cage ends here. So with the left hand, we are locating the chest. And with the right hand, we're locating the diaphragm. So just close your eyes for a moment. So the diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle that lies horizontally inside the torso. So it's divided into two separate chambers. So the first chamber where the left hand is at. So that is the thoracic chest cavity. And then you have the second chamber, which is the abdominal pelvic cavity area. So that's where we want the breathing to come through here, where the right hand is at. So where the left hand is at, there should be very little movement when we're breathing throughout the day. But what happens is with challenges, work, stress, whatever it is, we tend to breathe through the chest throughout the day. So it's going to sound a bit like this. So I'm exaggerating just for the purpose of this teaching. So we want to come away from the chest breathing, and we want to bring the breathing where the right hand is at, around that area. Don't worry if you're not getting this tonight, just bringing our awareness to this for now. So just notice your breathing as the eyes are closed here. Notice where the hands are locating, the diaphragm and the chest. So as you inhale, the diaphragm contracts, air sucked in for oxygen. And as you exhale, the diaphragm relaxes. The rib cage and lungs area contract and air flows back out again. So there's some common breathing habits that we have that we may or may not know about. So we're starting to bring that awareness to this tonight. Throughout this meditation, body scan, 5 senses. And now we're locating the diaphragm and placing the left hand on the chest. So there should be very little movement here. So starting to train the mind and body, picked up habits along the way that no longer serve us. It just depends how open you are to checking this out tonight. So as you inhale, try and inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose slowly, mouth closed if you can. Only if it's comfortable and safe to do so. So you decide here. So as well, we're bringing the hands close to the body. Again, it's like self-care and nurturing. The body responds very well to this. This really allows us to create awareness around our breathing, checking out how the breathing is in the body. So we want to tap into the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest part, not the sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight and freeze response, that activated response where the chest breathing. So that activates that part, the sympathetic nervous system. That's not what we want to do. So that's usually activated if we're exercising high intensity activity, which is completely fine. But throughout the day, if we're carrying out certain tasks, we want to be in that nice, calm, relaxed state, in a nice, productive way. A rational mind. Well done, folks. Remove the hands, place both hands onto the knees and just pause. Eyes are open. So from here, just notice what that practice was like in terms of just where the breathing was at in the body. Any resistance or frustration, I always say to people, just welcome that resistance, welcome that sort of frustration, agitation, because you're meeting yourself on the mat right now. And sometimes we don't want to do that. So it's a great opportunity just to notice without doing much. So you're just bringing your breathing into check here and noticing the breathing in the body. Close your eyes for a moment. Hands onto the knees if you can. Steady posture. How is your posture? So in terms of the diaphragm breathing, where we're locating the diaphragm, the dome-shaped muscle lies here. So if you open the eyes just to notice, if we're sitting at a posture like this here throughout the day, the diaphragm is compromised. So if we're already experiencing anxiety or stress, we're going to feel this thing that much more. So if you imagine trying to breathe and you're sitting at the computer or on the phone, the diaphragm is completely compromised here. So how do we start to rectify that? You can start doing it by rolling the shoulders up towards the ears and back and down. Lengthen the front of the body, lift the breastbone. So already the diaphragm gets to do the job here that it's meant to do. So just bring your awareness to that tonight. So eyes are open now. And we're going to move into, we've got a bit of time here to do it, single nostril breathing. Again, please listen to your mind and body. If there's any pain or strain, if you're just not up to this, if it feels uncomfortable, stop. So you are taking accountability and responsibility for yourselves. So single nostril breathing helps regulate the left and right sides of the body. So with the right hand, place it in front of the face just a few inches away like so. So we want to keep the tip of the index finger upright like this. Curl the rest of the fingers and thumb into the palm of the hand like this. And we're going to bring this index finger and place it over the right nostril. So the idea is to start off with the left nostril first of all. So we're going to inhale and exhale through the left nostril only if you can, and if it feels safe to do so. And if it doesn't, don't do this practice, this part here. And with the mouth closed if you can. So the left hand can either be placed onto the left knee, or you can cup in at the right elbow just to create that nice stability and support here if you need to. So you decide what's comfortable for you. So with the tip of the index finger of the right finger, place it over the right nostril. So we're going to inhale and exhale through the left nostril only 5 times if you can. So I'm going to basically say the inhale and the exhale. So if you can follow with me, great. And just dip into this if you need to any time and come back out of it if you need to. So you decide here, it just takes a bit of time. So from here, eyes are closed, bringing the awareness to the left nostril. Mouth closed if you can. So when I say inhale, we're going to start inhaling through the left nostril and exhaling through the left nostril. We're going to do that 5 times. So whenever you're ready, inhale through the left nostril, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Lovely. Bring both hands onto the knees, and let's inhale and exhale through both nostrils this time 5 times in your own time, mouth closed. Go ahead. Lovely, well done. So whenever you're ready, we're going to switch sides now. So with the left hand, place it in front of the face a few inches and curl all the fingers and thumb into the hand apart from the index finger. And we're now going to place it over the left nostril this time. Right hand, you can place it onto the right knee or cup it in at the left elbow to create that nice stability and support. So again, folks, there's options here. You just decide what's for you. So whenever you're ready, mouth closed. We're going to inhale and exhale through the right nostril this time 5 times. Whenever you're ready, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Lovely. Come back to your normal breathing. So from here, just notice your breathing, where your breathing is at right now. Single nostril breathing is really good to regulate the left and right sides of the body. So we're either right nostril dominated or left nostril dominated throughout the day. So the dominance of each nostril changes every 40 minutes or so each time. So it's a really good way to balance the mind and body and calm ourselves right down if we need to. You can do this any time throughout the day if you've got a bit of privacy. We're talking 1 to 2 minutes, morning, noon, or night, if you can. There's loads of different breathing exercises. So you've got the Ujjayi breathing and you've got the single nostril breathing. It's just a couple that I've introduced tonight in our meditation practice. So at this point, folks, eyes are closed. We're almost done. So we've shifted through different parts here in terms of the 5 senses. So we create that 5 senses technique to get into the present moment. And that allows us to move into the body scan meditation. rather than jumping straight into the body scan meditation. So there's a way of doing this here. And then lovely diaphragm breathing, locating your diaphragm, coming away from the chest breathing. So I'm really emphasizing that tonight. So just notice where you're at with your breathing. So that chest breathing makes breathing too labored throughout the day. And it arouses the sympathetic nervous system. That's not what we want if we're sitting down watching TV or if we're trying to chill out. So that breathing is taking place throughout the day. You will struggle to sit down in the evening time to relax or watch television. You'll find that you're agitated. If you've the legs crossed, the legs are shaking, they're moving. So you produce extra cortisol in the body, extra adrenaline that's not actually needed throughout the day. But that tends to happen through anxious thoughts. So we're just starting to join up the dots here. And this is why the likes of meditation helps us to slow things down and just notice. Be the observer of your thoughts. Take your time. If you're not getting all this tonight, no problem. This takes time. It can be a bit daunting for some people, so just notice. No pressure. So we meet in our nice seated position, eyes are closed. Start just notice how you are right now as we come towards the end of the session. So the single nostril breathing is something you can carry out through the week anytime. So you're in a nice seated position and a nice steady posture. Regulating the left and right sides of the body with single nostril breathing. So it works very well for anxiety and depression. Eyes closed. Bringing your awareness to the personal sankalpa that you made at the beginning of the practice, folks. So your own personal sankalpa that's unique and personal to you. And if you can, repeat your personal sankalpa again 5 times, eyes closed internally. And I say it as if it's happening in the present tense. Again, I'm going to demonstrate an example. I am open and I am receptive to being well right now. So I could have a sore head, a sore stomach. However, I'm showing up onto the mat into this practice tonight. So I'm seeking opportunity to getting better. So whenever you're ready, repeat your own personal sankalpa internally to yourselves at least 5 times. Go ahead. Lovely. Whenever you're ready, open the eyes. Bring the hands together at the heart center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it out through the back of the throat. You jai, breathing, mouth open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Same thing, mouth closed, you jai, breathing if you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. As you inhale, take the hands and arms up overhead. Exhale, back down to center. Inhale up. Exhale, back down to center. Inhale up. Exhale, back down to center. Pause. Keep the hands at the heart center and pause. Close the eyes. Well done. Well done for showing up to the practice tonight. There's different ways to meditate. So you decide what's comfortable and doable for you. And hopefully something's worked for you tonight, and just take what's worked well for you and leave the rest that hasn't. So hopefully you've got to a place of stillness and calm, and allow this to sift through into the rest of your night, into your week ahead. And you will be challenged throughout the week, each day with different things. So you can't unknow what you now know. So you know how to get to that nice relaxed state. It takes time and effort, but you know how to do it. Lovely work, folks. Thank you very much.